What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Freedom Fire Podcast, where we want to stoke the flames of freedom every single day. My name is Kendall Bowman, and ladies and gentlemen, as you can see from my screen here, we have some absolutely insane things to get to today. But first, I want to talk about the fact that we are on the road to 100 subscribers. Guys, subscribing, it's completely free. I've always had the ideology and the opinion that, no one should ever have to pay to listen to me talk, okay? Well, congratulations. You can subscribe. It's completely free. You can like the video, completely free. It doesn't cost you anything. If you like what I have to say, if you like the content that I'm bringing you guys, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. All right, let's get into this, man. So in my last video, I talked about how there was a federal judge who basically stripped away some parental rights. Basically, this man said that you as a parent do not have a right to remove your kids or have your kids opt out of LGBTQ indoctrination in schools. So basically, if a class is going to be teaching an LGBTQ curriculum, you are unable, even if it goes against your religious beliefs, you are unable to remove your child or have your child opt out of that class. And I was telling parents, look, you need to do your job as a parent and protect your kids, because it's blatantly obvious that the schools don't give a crap. The government doesn't give a crap about your kids. They're not going to help your kids. They're the ones indoctrinating your kids. They don't care. You must be the one that cares. You must be the one that protects your kids. And of course, I got a bunch of some of them were parents, some of them were not parents, in my comments saying things like, just making all kinds of excuses. Just making excuses for why they have to put their kids in public schools. They have, our lives are just so hard. We have to put our kids in public school. And I'm going to get to those excuses here in a second. But I kid you not, as soon as I'm seeing these comments come in, okay, I'm scrolling through the internet, and I see this story right here. From the Daily Caller, usual hiring practices. School defends the hiring of drag queen arrested on child porn possession. Let's read, ladies and gentlemen. Since we're making excuses, let's read. Let's read about the environments that you're choosing to put your kids in, since you just got to make all these excuses. Western Heights Public School District in Oklahoma is defending its decision to hire a drag queen who was arrested on child porn charges, the Daily Caller has learned. Dr. Shane Brent Mernon, 52, was hired as an elementary school principal at John Glenn Elementary. The Substack V1SUT first reported in a Facebook post. Mernon celebrated a new district and new respect, according to the report. Mernon's personal Facebook page appears to have since been deleted. Mernon had his personal devices confiscated by police in 2001 on suspicion of possession of child pornography, according to V1SUT. Then a fifth grade teacher at Will Rogers Elementary School in Stillwater, Oklahoma, Mernon was arrested 2 weeks after the confiscation. Appeals Court Associate Judge Dave Allen said that it was clear from a review of the pictures that they do represent child pornography, the Oklahoman reported at the time. This is the schools that you're going to put your kids in. Are we serious right now? I had one of the comments that I had on my last video was, "Oh, I have special needs children." Okay. Let me just say this. No one knows your children better than you. if you are a parent who is involved in your kids' lives, as you should be, if you are a parent who is properly raising your kids and properly in your kids' lives, then no one is going to know your kids better than you. No one. So the idea that you would send your kids off to a public school and say, oh, they have better resources. They can take care of my kids better than I can. No, they can't. They're going to do this kind of crap to your kids. They're going to put your kid in a classroom with a teacher who was arrested on child porn, man. This is not the only guy in the country that's been hired. This is not the only pedophile that's been hired by these schools. I want to remind you, the school defended this and said that this was usual hiring practices. They said it was normal for them to hire people who were arrested on child porn charges. This is normal for them. Guys, special needs children are even more vulnerable to these types of freaks. They're even more at risk to be taken advantage of by these types of monsters. And you are just giving them up to them. Stop. Do your job as a parent. Take care of your kids. For heaven's sakes, man. Protect them from monsters that wish to do them harm. Another excuse. Oh, I was in an abusive relationship and I had to leave that relationship and now I'm a single parent and I have to go to work. Well, if there's family that can help you out, send them to family while they do their homeschooling and while you go off to work. Okay? Go do night shifts. Okay? Drop them off at a family member's house while you go work the night shift. Are you going to be exhausted every day? Yeah. Is that what you signed up for? Yes. You're a parent. You don't get feelings anymore. Your entire life now, whenever you choose to have children, and yes, you did choose to have children. Even if you weren't specifically trying to have a kid, you did choose to have that kid when you chose to have unprotected sex. You chose this route, okay? Regardless of whether you were trying to have a baby or not, you chose this. Because you know when you have sex, there is a chance you could get pregnant. Period. End of story. You all know that. You're not stupid. Okay? So you chose this route. You chose to have sex, so you chose to have a kid. It's just reality. You knew that there was a good chance a kid could come from having sex, and you still chose to have sex. So you don't get to complain now. This is the choice that you made. This is the bed you made. Now lie in it. Okay? Go work the night shift. Okay? Go drop your. If you don't have any family, I mean, I was talking to my mother-in-law about this, who homeschooled 9 children, by the way. Homeschooled 9 children by herself. Yes, that's a real thing that she did. Incredible woman. This woman said, if you can't make money and you want to be able to homeschool your kids to protect them from freaks like this, go live off of welfare. I mean, the government's providing it. Go live off of welfare and homeschool your kids. Stay home, homeschool your kids, live off of welfare, get food stamps. You know, I get it. You want better for your kids. But let me ask you something. Do you really think that a better situation for your kids is giving them up to a pedophile? Do you seriously think that that's a better situation for your kids? No, it's not. We make so many excuses in this country. We make so many excuses. I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. The writing is on the wall, parents. The writing is on the wall. It's right in front of you. These schools are regularly hiring pedophiles in their schools. And then when you get upset about it and you say, hey, why do you have a pedophile around my kids? They say, oh, this is completely normal. And you want to know what you should say to that? You should say, no, it's not normal. And I'll be pulling my kid out of this school because you are all freaks. Guys, what is with the excuses that we're making, man? Another excuse, again, the financial situation. Guys, I have a unique experience growing up. I attended private school for a very short time when I was younger, maybe like first or second grade, somewhere in there. And then I attended public school for the majority of my schooling. And then at the very tail end of high school, I saw the writing on the wall that public school is a disgusting environment. And I said, hey, Mom and Dad, I would like to be homeschooled. So my parents did some research, and they found out that in the state of Texas, okay, where we were living at the time, and where I still live because Texas is the best state in the country, of course, there is basically a completely free homeschool program in the state of Texas. It's called Texas Connections, okay? I didn't see my parents spending much money on that schooling. Okay? It was very, very inexpensive. Any money that we did have to spend, it was very inexpensive. It was for for example, you know how like a public school, you send your kid to a public school, but they might still make you pay for a T-shirt that your kid has to wear for some event. You know what I'm saying? It was like that. It was the overwhelming majority of the program was completely free. Okay? Guys, there is resources out there. Plenty. There's plenty of resources out there. Plenty of cheap curriculums that are out there. Okay? There's plenty of co-op programs out there that are very inexpensive. Okay? The problem is that the overwhelming majority of parents have gotten used to being able to make the excuse, oh, it's just too expensive, I can't do it, rather than actually doing the research and finding out, oh, this isn't expensive at all. And your kids are just continuing to be, sacrificed up to the demon-worshiping pedophiles. I don't know what to tell you guys, man. Actually, you know what? I do know what to tell you. Let me explain to you what parents should be doing when schools try to indoctrinate their kids. We got this story from Timcast. Mexican parents burn textbooks teaching gender ideology and communism. Over the past few weeks, just prior to children returning to school, a war between education officials and parents has been raging in Mexico. Parents have been setting fire to hundreds of textbooks in protest over curriculum that has introduced controversial themes to children. Parents say that the books assigned by Mexico's Educational Ministry, SEP, which provides learning for more than 24 million preschool, primary, and secondary students, teach children to defend gender theory, LGBTQ content, and communism. One book burning occurred in San Antonio del Monte, where nearly all residents are evangelical Christians, Mexico News Daily reported. In response to the incident, Mexican President López Obrador said that parents who protest believing that the virus of communism is included in the books are misinformed and manipulated. Right. We're the ones that are being misinformed. I mean, okay, that's fine. They have the right to demonstrate. We are free, he said, while as recounted by MND, calling on people not to be manipulated by leaders, business people, and influence peddlers on the right. Ah, yes, always the pesky right, because the left could never do anything wrong. It's always just the right, just always lying. Not to mention all the books that we've shown evidence of being in schools, At a separate protest, parents showed up to an elementary school in Chiapas, piled up books of new textbooks, doused them with fuel, and set them on fire. You guys get the picture, okay? You get the picture. There's the picture right there. That's what you should be doing. That's what you should be doing. Why is it that public schools can hire scum like this, pedophiles, men who have been arrested on child porn charges? Okay, why is it that public schools in America can hire people like this, and you just sit there and just take that? I gotta be able to afford my 2-story, 5-bedroom house, even though there's only 4 of us that live in the house. I can't downsize because I have to keep up with the Joneses. I can't get rid of my sports car in the driveway. My God, people, what is wrong with you? I will say this once again, like I said in my last video. There is no excuse for giving up your kids to scum like this. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that face. That is a person who will manipulate your children. That is a person who will use your children for child pornography. They've already done it. This person has already been arrested on child porn charges. And you're just going to give your kid up to this person? Are you kidding me? Over what? Money? Over what? Having a nice house? Driving that nice car? I have special needs kids. I need help. What? You're going to get help from the pedophile? Really? You think that that's helpful to you? Are you kidding me? I'm a single parent. I don't care what the excuse is, man. I do not care. Your children will not care when a pedophile is molesting them. They're going to look at you and they're going to say, why did you put me through this? Why did you allow this to happen to me? That's what they're going to say. And you're going to sit there and you're just going to continue to make excuses. I had to make ends meet. I had to make money. I had to, pay those bills, I had to pay for us to go out to eat every single day. I had to pay for my Starbucks in the morning. I had to pay for that dream car that I've always wanted. Your dreams don't matter anymore, bro. You have a kid now. You have children. Your dreams don't matter. Sorry to tell you that. And this is coming from another parent. I'm a parent. My dreams don't matter anymore. My feelings don't matter anymore. They don't. When I wake up in the morning and I have, I have some kind of, severe sickness or illness, I got the stomach, but whatever. You think I get to take that day off of work? No, I don't. I don't get to take days off of work. I don't. Unless it's being paid for. Unless it's some kind of paid vacation where I'm still getting paid, I don't really get to take time off of work. You want to know why? Because everything that I am doing is based on is this going to help my kid's life? Is this going to make my kid's life? Is my child going to be safe if I put them in this situation or that situation? That is how all parents in this country should be thinking. I don't know what to tell you guys, man. Just keep making excuses and your kids will keep getting molested in these schools. Just keep making excuses for it. Yeah. 29,000 cases every year of a public school employee molesting a child. 29,000 cases every year. But by all means, keep making excuses as to why you need to keep sacrificing your kids to the demon-worshiping pedophiles. You know, just keep making those excuses by all means. That's pitiful, man. It's absolutely pitiful. The parents in this country look like pixies, man. Letting pedophiles control your decisions. You look weak. You look like a soft pixie. That's what you look like. And I don't care if you get offended. I don't. Because anyone that would sacrifice up their kid to a pedophile is not worth my respect. You're not. You're just not. So here's what we can do here. Here's what we can do. You can either keep making excuses and your kids will keep getting molested by the pedophiles that are in the schools. It's right in front of you, right in your face, right there. I just showed it to you. It's right there. There are pedophiles in your public schools. So you can either keep making excuses for why you need to keep up with the Joneses and keep sacrificing up your kids to pedophiles, or you can actually do your job as a parent. You can actually be a decent parent and protect your kids from pedophiles. How many times do I need to say that? These people are pedophiles who, okay, this is going to be disgusting, but apparently this is what you guys need to hear. This is apparently what you need to hear. These people want to have sex with your child. Let me say that again. These people want to have sex with your underage child. Do you hear it now? Are you paying attention now? Parents, make the change. Take your kids out of these schools. Take your kids out of these schools. Don't wait. Don't wait until a pedophile rapes your kid. Don't wait until they start indoctrinating your children with LGBTQ propaganda. Don't wait. Take your kids out of these schools. Take your kids out. Stop making excuses. Be better. Do your job as a parent. Stop putting your feelings and your money before your kids. It's very simple. It's very simple. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. Stop making excuses. Take your kids out of these schools. It's really that simple. I'm going to leave it there. I'll have another video coming for you guys probably on Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment down in the comment section. If you want to tell more excuses, by all means, put them down in the comments. Helps me in the algorithm. Make sure you follow me on all the socials that are down in the description and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we put out new videos. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe and protect your kids, guys. Bye-bye.